here? Or just the stage? Okay, Tom, do we have the rules, the new rules and regs in
It- Yes, it's in
the back?
so I'm gonna set up the binder so that the permanent files are in the back. That'll be open government, board of acquisitions, the public law, I'm sorry, 8161, and then the GAR. But I'm still waiting for them to put it on GAR, so once it is, then I'll incorporate it into the permanent
It's a lot
files.
easier. Let's do the summon. Jared or Elgin, just give me a. Gentlemen, are we go? We should. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is August 27th. 2025. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Guam time. This is a hearing of the Criminal Injuries Compensation Commission. And I'm going to call this hearing to order today. First item I'd like to do in order to have a meeting today or a hearing today is to ask for a quorum. May I ask the commissioners who are either present in person here or by Zoom to identify yourselves.
I'm Lisa Flores, present in person.
Mike Chrysostomo via Zoom.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm Elizabeth Barrett Anderson, Chairman of the Criminal Injuries Compensation Commission. We have a quorum. Thank you very much. First item on the agenda is open government compliance, and may I have someone from the Office of the Attorney General staff to read our open government compliance.
Good evening, Commissioners. In compliance with open government law, notices were published in the Pacific Daily Post, the Guam Daily Post on August 15, 2025 and August 2025. The notice was posted to the Guam Public Notices Portal website on August 15, 2025. On August 22nd, 2025, the CICC adjourned pursuant to 5 GCA Chapter 8, Section 8109 to 5 p.m. on September 27, 2025. As required, the adjournment and notice was posted on the Guam Public Notices Portal within 24 hours. The hearing is being live streamed on the OAG YouTube channel.
Tom, now that we have a quorum and open government, I did indicate that if there is anyone from the public that would like to step in, can someone check? Can somebody check if somebody from the news or from the general public are here for the open government?
We only have one person for the case, the claim side. Do you want them?
No. I'm. It's just anyone from the general public who is here. This is an open hearing. Last time we were here last week, we did have somebody from the Post taking pictures, but I don't know if that person is returning. Having complied with open government, I'd like commissioners, now we are on to approval of our minutes. Our last meeting, our hearing was December 6, 2024. And the minutes were forwarded to the commissioners to review. Would the commissioners like to take a few minutes, or is there a motion to approve the December 6, 2024 minutes?
I make a motion to accept the December 6, 2024 minutes subject to correction.
All right, do I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Polly Mike. And with that, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Minutes are approved. We're now on to new business. First item in new business is our financial report. Mr. Tom Paulino, can I have an indication of the current finances of the fund?
Please bear with me. This is a long report. So the Office of the Attorney General reported financial statements from the DOA new accounting system, and we noted major discrepancies in the report. We have reached out to DOA's controller and deputy financial manager for clarification. We received a response on August 7th that they were in the process of making the adjustments, but as of noon today, no adjustments were made. I had also reached out to the treasurer of Wong to obtain the latest bank statement, which was as of June 2025. The restricted cash balance was $1,228,404.56. So upon partial reliance of DOA's financial system, there is a $58,644 receivable from the general government. So if we add the bank account plus the receivable, the CICC fund is at $1,347,048.56.
And these are funds from fees paid by defendants, correct?
Yes. That's the local side. For the federal side, the available balances are $8,785. I'll restart. For the federal funds, we have $85.72. From 2022, open compensation, 13,000 from 2023, 53,000 from 2024. That is a total of $74,785.72. We have applied for the compensation 2025 grant, and that is set, it's a formula grant, so it is at $10,000. And I would like to note that the $8,785.72 from the 22 grant expires at 9/30. So we need to be able to work
Exhaust.
so that we can exhaust that. And federal guidelines say that it must be expended. So we do need to check prior to 9/30 for it to be exhausted during the period of the availability.
May I ask if the Department of Administration is unable to actually cut the check by September 30th, which I'm hoping they will be able to, but what occurs to the $8,785.72? Because it can't carry over, it's past its limitations or
Yes,
extensions.
DOJ has been going through a lot of changes in terms of the period of availability. So they have told us that they cannot grant any extensions.
Mhm.
So if it is not paid by the period of grant, they actually changed the term. So it's if we don't pay by then we lose that fund.
It goes back to the federal government. And so September 30th, 2025 is the last extension.
Yes,
Okay.
for the 22.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Can I get a clarification, just at least from my understanding? The reason why the formula grant is 10,000 is because we had limited amount of,
No, this pot of federal funds, it's based on a formula percentage for all of the states and territories. So based on the total, we are given 10,000.
Okay.
So because it's a formula, it has nothing to do with our performance. It's set by DOJ.
is there potential for that amount for 2025 to increase?
No.
We received the compensation
from VOCA for the awards that were made in 2024, because I believe we
from our report to the legislature. We awarded over 185,000 last year, 2024.
No, we haven't used 2024 compensation. So the budget is based on our fiscal year, not on the grant fiscal or grant year. So everything that we've done has come from 2022 and prior.
I guess my question is, in the report, it says 53,000 from 2024. So the 53,000 is part of what the territory received because of the work of the commission in awarding grants, is that?
I would need to verify.
That's okay.
I think that report is everything, both local and federal. And I think it's based on the period, the fiscal period that was expended.
The reason why I'm asking is you've often heard me say that the territory gets 75 cents on the dollar for every dollar that is awarded out. The federal government returns to us the 75 cents on the dollar.
I don't think that applies anymore because they changed it to a formula grant.
I
So
see.
before, when we first started, in order for us to become eligible for the program, we needed to show a level of effort.
Right.
And that's why we were trying to do it so that we could become a part of the formula. But now that we're part of formula, it's a straight amount.
So it's like they gave us a little money to get us going and now it's a formula. Thank you, Tom, I appreciate it.
Do we anticipate for next year, 2026, that grant would be the same amount?
We won't know. It's based on the pot and how much they allocated. I expect that it would change. From what I understand, DOJ is removing a lot of their discretionary grants and putting it to their formulas. So victim assistance had increased because they've taken away the discretion. So I expect it may increase.
Thank you, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Email service, that was up. We expended $465.60 for the CICC email.
Thank you very much. I am a new Gmail user, and thank goodness I have a daughter in my house who knows how to navigate. But thank you so much. I don't know how the commissioners have been able to get used to. It's been about 3 weeks now since we've had our Gmail, or a little under that. And it's very, very important that the work of the commission is on the government CICC account for history, for tracking, for the work that we do, because we are certainly a government commission. So now that we have that, thank you very much, Tom. I take it that the $465.60 comes from the operational budget of the Attorney General's office through whatever appropriation the legislature grants to the commission, through the agent's office. Thank you very much. Dr. Flores, has the Gmail been workable for you?
Yes, it has. Thank you.
How about Polly Mike? Have you been able to open the Gmail and has it been workable for you?
Yes, ma'am. It's just that I don't have access to it up here, but I'm just using my phone. That's why. But yeah, I'll connect it as soon as I get back home.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's difficult to fall better through your computer. All right, with that, any questions to Mr. Paulino on the financials? Okay, there being
None for me.
Okay, the financial report's accepted. The next on the new business is a report on outreach to GMH and GRMC, and that's my report. In February of this year, appointments were made with Guam Memorial Hospital and Guam Regional Medical Center with myself and Emma Jean Lamb, and the purpose of the meetings with our two major hospitals was to do an outreach to inform the management of the hospitals of the work of the commission, and just a general meet and greet and get to know each other a little bit better. Both the hospital and both hospitals received our input very, very favorably. They were both very aware of the work of the commission, and that's a credit to the commission staff. Certainly our prior program coordinators such as Imogen Lamb, Amanda, Erica, it just goes back. So they are aware that the commission makes awards to the hospitals to pay the medical bills of victims of crime, and they were very, very appreciative of the outreach. They also suggested, GRMC suggested, if any one of the commission would like to meet with their social workers to explain, not just at the management level, but down at the intake level at Guam Regional Medical Center. They have social workers there to explain when victims of crime come in. They offered that, but we have not been able to have that time to do that. And as I always say, commissioners, our effort is we have to try and find time to do some outreach. Any questions from the commissioners on?
I do. Is that something that the victims advocates can also, I guess, participate in?
They can. What I would recommend is that we train the advocates. We've actually not done a training. I could certainly do that for the Attorney General's office. Give them and provide them with information on what we do as a program. And Mr. Polino has also indicated that our standard operating procedures within the program are going to be updated. And with the updated procedures, then the advocates would be able to take the forms, the pamphlets, the application forms, and better inform the social workers that work at the two hospitals of how to. And this is something that could also be done at clinics. I know Dr. Flores, you work not the hospital, but a clinic. This could be an outreach that we do to Investigate Clinic, FHP, and many of the other clinics. So there's a lot of work and it's a full-time job. It'd be really nice if we could at some point in time have a full-time executive director or full-time program coordinator. If there are no other questions, we'll go to old business. First on the old business, the status of amended rules and regulations. And I am so glad to report to the commission that as of July of, I can't remember the exact date, but last month, the Guam legislature, the 38th Guam legislature, under the chairmanship of Senator Tello Taichikwi, we are under her chairmanship. She was able to get the rules and regulations to public hearing, and she got the rules and the regulations onto the floor, and our rules and regulations passed without any objections by unanimous vote of all the members of the Guam legislature. What I'd like to do, commissioners, is under my signature to send to Senator Taichikwi and the speaker our appreciation for their promptness in getting our rules and regulations adopted. It took a little bit of a time. We had a turnover from the 37th to the 38th Guam legislature. And by the time the 38th Guam legislature chairmanships were all appointed, Senator Taichikwi then quickly got a bill for our rules and regulations. And by last month, we were able to get them adopted. What will happen now is the rules and regulations will be forwarded to the compiler of laws, and they will be published in the Guam Administrative Rules and Regulations, better known as GARR, G-A-R-R. And that is a public website on the compiler of laws where anybody who wants to know about our rules and regulations and how we do our work will go to those rules and regulations. It's been a long, hard road, commissioners, and I thank you very, very much. But when that passed, I actually had a martini. It's been a long, long road. Thank you very, very much for all your help and assistance on it. Any questions on our administrative rules? No questions.
No questions.
The next is commissioner vacancies. I sent the, well, let me I'll tell you that we do have 3 vacancies. Denise Mendiola, as I had mentioned in December, that was probably her last hearing. She has decided not to renew her appointment or ask the governor to renew her appointment. She's moving on in her career. And so therefore we have 3 vacancies. That would be the one from Denise, a vacancy that has never been filled for an adult commissioner, and then another vacancy that has to be filled by someone between the ages of 18 to 26, and that's called a youth member. So I sent the governor a letter indicating Denise's appreciation for all, well, our appreciation for Denise's work and a request to fill those vacancies. Yes, last week, not yesterday, but last week when we had to continue the hearing, I again personally called the governor and I asked her, please, can you get us the vacancies filled? And she indicated she will promptly get us 3 additional vacancies. So, I mean, 3 additional commissioners. I'm sorry, two additional commissioners, because we only have 5 seats. So that process might take 2-3 months. We all know the appointment process is not overnight. It takes a public hearing and then a vote of the Guam legislature. We're hoping then by the end of the year to have all 5 positions of the commission filled. That's good news. Annual report in your binders is the 2025 annual report to the legislature. The commission is required to make a report with the Attorney General's submittal of budget request to the Guam legislature. We make it on a calendar year report basis. As you can see, we approved 18 awards were approved in 2024. 6 were denied. The denials were primarily statute of limitations or the act was not in the list of crimes. And we did make a budget request to the legislature of $65,000. I believe it was approved. And the Attorney General's office is now the custodian of our budget request of $65,000. I prepared myself for one of the hearings. It was the Rules and Regulations hearing. And I want to let the commissioners know, since the commission has been in operation 2016 to today's date, we have awarded a little over $1 million. And that's not an accounting per se, but it's over $1 million. But in the 9 years that we've been operational, we have awarded over $1 million. We still have 1.3 in the fund, and if we can get a full commission, I think we can have hopefully hearings once a quarter, and that would take care of all our backlog. Any questions on the report to the legislature? No questions. Okay,
No questions.
Thank you very much, commissioners. With that, ladies and gentlemen and commissioners, we are going to go to our adjudication of claims. And under Guam law, this portion of our hearing is closed to the public. We will reconvene once we have finished our adjudication. With that, for the staff of the Attorney General's, I'm sorry.
Can we state the time?
The time is, I have 5:25. Is that about close enough? I don't have my phone with me. 5:25. All right, I'll take 5:27. Young man has his phone. I have my not so trusty watch. Okay, with that, we are adjourned at 5.